Seattle, Washington.
Now stay in South Korea.
She's still in the airport,
Don't
and she's not happy.
So her flight, she's flying to Seattle, and that will leave tonight from Korea at 6:25 p.m. So,
6:35 morning.
no, p.m.
At
PM.
PM.
Yeah. So, and then I don't think she knows yet when she will leave Seattle to get back home.
It's no.
18 inches of snow.
It happens once a year in the area of Washington, D.C. So Virginia and Maryland surround Washington, D.C. When I was working in Washington, D.C., once a year we could not leave our office. It would take 8-10 hours to get home.
Yesterday we want to see snow, but
Yeah, the kind of snow they're having right now you don't want to see.
Show him not snow. He cannot see snow there.
Well, it looks like when you get the watermelon juice I had, there was lots of ice in it. It was all ground up. I can't think of what you call it, a smoothie maybe? Watermelon smoothie? At the restaurant.
Like a shake.
Yes, but it had lots and lots of ground ice in it. That's what snow looks like. It's that small. But yeah, Kendra's, she's not a lucky, no travel karma. But she's safe.
I never taste snow, how it look like. It's soft or just look like ice. I mean,
Depends.
yeah, I never taste. I'm scared to taste that.
Well, sometimes you don't want to taste snow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because first time I saw snow, I really excited, you know.
Yeah.
I would like to try something.
Yeah.
They're not.
Not anymore, because it's coming through pollution.
That's right.
Yeah.
But when I was little, we would go out and we would get the snow in a cup and we'd put some syrup in it,
Look like,
made what we called a snow cone,
yeah.
because it was safe then in
Yeah,
1950s.
but
Not now.
Yeah.
But snow is different depending on how much humidity is in the atmosphere. So in Colorado, in the Rocky Mountains, which go around here, very, very cold place in these mountains, it's like powder. They call it powder. It's very light. I would come out in the mornings, take a broom, I could sweep a lot of snow away. In Washington, there's lots of water in it. It's very heavy. It takes a big shovel. Very tiring to get rid of this stuff because it weighs so much. And then if there has been sleet, which is frozen rain, then the snow is like ice. And it's very crunchy, makes a sound when you walk, and it will make you fall down. Yeah. So and this is more common where Allie and I live on our side of the U.S., this crunchy, icy snow.
Terrible.
Yeah, in the Rockies though, it's once it's fallen, the air can blow it away, the wind can blow it away. It's just like powder you'd put on your face as far as the weight of it.
You have to scrape your car in the morning,
I saw
scrape your
TV.
sidewalks. Hard work. Lots of hard work.
Yeah. When I lived in Colorado in the Rocky Mountains, it was much colder than where I live now. And so the motor of your car would freeze. And what I didn't know was that the windshield of your car freezes. So if you turn on the defroster, the heater that goes up on the windshield. The first time I did this, I turned it on and I heard a sound and I saw this, and it went all the way across my windshield. It broke the entire windshield when the heat hit the frozen glass, and it made that sound. And I sat there just confused about what was happening. Fortunately, it was a government car, not mine. So I had to get a new windshield, but after that, I knew you had to find some way to, you take a cloth and cover the windshield before it snows, and you keep a car in a garage so it doesn't get as cold. I was keeping mine outside. You don't do that.
Yeah.
But where I live now, it snows, cars can be outside, don't have this problem
Not that.
because it's not that cold. It only has to be, oh, I don't know what the Celsius is. Oh, 0 is 32, isn't it? So it only has to be 0 degrees to keep the snow on the ground. But that's not cold enough to do this.
Maybe one place about 5 degrees Celsius, but still have snow, but not that cold, you know. Somewhere, Turkey. So not so many snow in the road, but in the mountain it's many, it's all white. So I don't know it's how different than in America, US.
Well, when we have the big snow in our area, like's happening now, my next door neighbor is a farmer, and he has a tractor. You know, the farm equipment tractor? And he brings it over to clear our driveway because it's so much we can't do it ourselves. And we live out in the country, so the government is not obligated to come clear our roads, so our neighbors are kind enough to do it for us. Yeah.
I was gonna see if Chris could send a picture of the snow. We don't have as much as Kendra does, but
You don't have as much as Virginia?
no.
Oh, goodness. Well,
It's the
Kendra's not a lucky girl.
it's coming off of the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah, so instead of the lake effect of the Midwest, it's coming
Okay.
east this time.
So, all right. So, Allison in Pennsylvania does not live near the ocean, but Kendra in the Washington, D.C. area lives much closer to the water. So, Virginia's getting more snow than Pennsylvania, even though Pennsylvania is north of Virginia because of the water.
One state much bigger than Thailand. Our country smaller than one state in America, you know.
Is it?
Yeah, it's your country is very big.
Small, maybe smaller than Texas,
52 states.
smaller than Alaska, because this one is bigger than Texas, and I think Texas might be bigger than Thailand. But we have some small ones.
Yeah.
Rhode Island is so small that they can't put the name on it here. They have to draw a line out and
Too small.
print it on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, too small for that. Maryland, where I live, is pretty small too.
It would take you about 7 hours to drive from one side of Pennsylvania to the other.
Only one state.
Only one state.
One state.
Texas, I have driven across Texas in one trip, but I had to drive all night
Wow.
to get. I started in the morning. I had to drive all night to get to the other
I
side.
haven't been that before, not now, right?
I think still because of the number. I think it's 1,200 miles across Texas.
Very far. It's about how many? 200 kilo, no?
This is more than 1,000 miles, and miles are longer than kilometers, but I don't know by how much.
2,000 kilometers, I think.
Yeah. And the big problem is when you get to the just past the center of Texas and you're going west, the big desert, lots of sand, not many people, not enough gas stations.
You have to prepare.
And so it's very hot. So your car has to be very good. And
You have to stop and rest some. Every hour, how many hours you have to stop your car to rest. Otherwise it's hot.
but there's there's not a gas station every hour.
You have to have your own gas petrol.
The other thing is the desert has sandstorms, like the big rainstorms, except it's sand, and you can't see. In Texas, it's red. It's more orange than this red, but you couldn't see through it. When there's a storm, you have to stop.
Yeah.
And even if you have maybe it's more like this one, but even if you have the windows of your car rolled up, the sand gets in.